Good morning, everybody, or it's afternoon now. Earlier in the week, I had talked about doing a little bit of a power yoga class because I did a half-hour yoga class in my regular class. So I wanted to add another little class for us. And this one's going to be a little more of what I would call a power class or a strength building class. It's going to be based in yogic principles. So once again, it's really important to remember you want to, I gotta make sure I turned off my sound on my phone, I'm sorry. You want to make sure that if something feels uncomfortable or it's not what your body needs today or you need a break, you stop and take that break. So this is going to be about a half hour, so before we start, you could grab a comfortable seated position. Nice straight spine, and try to pull your shoulders back. And just start to take some nice deep breaths. When you're ready, you can bring your fingers down by your sides and tent your fingertips. Shoulders are back, down, and released. And with an exhale, just lower your chin to chest. And let your head hang here for a few breaths. And it's really important whenever we're doing something with our neck that you make sure it's comfortable. If you have any sharp pain or discomfort, stop doing that. With an inhale, bring your gaze up towards the sky, making sure not to pinch your neck in the back. And exhale, chin to chest. And go through one more time. So we'll meet back with our chin to chest. Now this time we're going to take our head all the way around in a circle to the left. Making sure not to pinch your neck in the back. We'll do 2 rotations and then do 2 rotations the other way. And whenever you're done all those rotations, excuse me, we'll meet back with our chin to chest. With an inhale, bring your gaze forward, crown of the head up towards the sky. Excuse me. We're going to bring some movement to our shoulders here. With an inhale, bring both arms way up overhead, and then with the exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. And continue to do these at your own pace, always inhaling up, exhaling down. And make sure your arms are engaged so your fingers are strong, triceps are engaged. Next time your arms are up overhead, you can stay there. And we're going to do a seated twist here. So with an exhale, put the left hand on right knee and right hand behind back, twisting from the ribs. Nice tall spine. Looking towards that right shoulder, but putting no pressure on the neck. Inhale, both arms up overhead. And with the exhale, we're going to forward fold. Releasing any tension in the lower back. You can bring your hands down to rest. The one thing you want to make sure here is your spine is nice and straight. We don't want to curl the spine and try to bring the head down towards the ground. It's about keeping that back nice and straight. Some of you might be able to come all the way down towards the mat. As long as that back is straight, you're fine. With an inhale, bring both arms up overhead, and we're going to do the other side. Exhale, right hand, left knee, left hand behind back, twisting from the ribs. Looking over that left shoulder, but putting no pressure on the neck. both arms back up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. With an inhale, bring both arms up overhead. And exhale, release your arms. With your next inhale, bring both arms up overhead. And with the exhale, bring that right hand down to the mat and lean over with that left arm. And try not to think about squeezing the right side down. We're trying to reach up with that left arm and over and elongate that left side. Keep that left glute firmly on the mat and keep your shoulders flat against an imaginary wall. Inhale, both arms up overhead, and exhale, do the other side. With an inhale, bring both arms up overhead, and exhale, forward fold. With an inhale, bring both arms up overhead. Exhale, release your arms down by your sides. And just take a few breaths here with the fingers tented. So when you're ready, you can blink your eyes open. And we're going to come to our hands and knees. You want to make sure the wrist, elbows, and shoulders are in line. Tops of the feet are on the mat and knees and hips are in line with a nice flat back. And just do a few cat-cows here. So with an inhale, drop the belly, hips, and head up. Exhale, cat. Arch the back, roll the hips forward and chin the chest. And just do these at your own pace, matching your breath to your movement. And after your next cat, you can come to a nice neutral spine. So we're going to start to engage our core here. We're going to do a forearm plank and then transition into Sphinx pose. So how we get to this forearm plank, today we're going to do our hands on our side. A lot of times we'll do our palms flat. So the hips will be nice and high here. Bring your hands together and interlock your fingers. But leave the pointer and thumb finger up for the Charlie's Angels fingers. And then when you're ready, we're going to step our feet back. Nice deep breaths here. Make sure those hips are nice and low. Keep breathing. Never hold your breath. So we're going to hold this for 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And with the exhale, bring your knees down. And just push back to a child's pose. So knees are mat width apart. Big toes are touching. Arms are extended out overhead. Nice deep breaths here. Take a break. We're going to go back to that, and then we're going to add the Sphinx pose. So when you're ready, push yourself up into hands and knees. So this time for forearm plank, we're going to bring the forearms down and the palms down. So we're ready for Sphinx pose this time. When you're ready, step those legs back. Nice deep breaths. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With your next exhale, lower your hips down to the mat, tops of the feet on the mat, head and chest come up for Sphinx pose. And we're going to stay here for a little bit. Nice deep breaths. With an exhale, we're going to lower all the way down. Extend your arms out overhead, palms facing the ground. Your forehead is on the ground and tops of the feet are on the mat. So we're going to go into Superman and Locust pose today. But we're going to do a little warm up first. So with an inhale, we're going to lift our right arm and left leg. Nice deep breaths here. Hold it for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release with the exhale. Now we'll do the other side. So inhale that left leg up. Left arm and right leg. Everything else stays down. Keep breathing here. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release down. This time everything's going to come up. So both arms and both legs. Inhale everything up, and the head and chest. Nice deep breaths. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Now this time, bring your arms down by your hips. Palms are facing up. So we're going to do locust pose. So the shoulders, chest, and head will come up, and both legs will come up, and reach those arms back. So inhale, everything comes up. Nice deep breaths. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, lower down. Place your hands in front of your face, overlapping each other for crocodile pose, and we'll take a little break here. Turn your inside edge of your feet so they're facing the floor, and rest your forehead on your hands. Nice deep breaths. With an inhale, we're going to bring the hands next to our shoulders. Tops of the feet are back on the mat. And we're going to inhale up to hands and knees. So we're going to come to a forearm plank now. And then we're going to add a twist to it. So what we're going to do is, let me show you what it looks like. The forearm plank's like this. And then we're going to come up and do a full plank. And then come back down and do the other side. If you have sensitive shoulders, be very careful here, because this does put a lot of pressure on the shoulder. So we're going to start in hands and knees. When we're ready, bring both forearms down to the mat and the palms are on the mat. And when you're ready, step those feet back for forearm plank. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now when we're ready with an inhale, we're going to turn onto that right arm. Left arm comes up to sky. Nice deep breaths. 10 seconds here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring that left hand back down, and we're back in forearm plank. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to inhale up to the other side. So the left arm stays down, right arm comes up for a forearm side plank. 10 seconds here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale back down to forearm plank. And we will stay here for 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale down the Sphinx pose. Tops of the feet on the mat. Head and chest up. And ground your hips. Nice deep breaths. Great job. You can always exhale through your mouth if you're hot. With an exhale, lower the head and chest down. Hands come next to shoulders. And inhale up to hands and knees. So we're going to try a supported side plank with some movement to it today. So right hand comes in front of face and right knee is in line with that. Step the left leg back and left arm up to sky. So it's going to get a little tougher here. We're going to lift that left leg. And then bring that left arm all the way up overhead. And with the exhale, we're going to touch this left elbow and left knee. Exhale together. Inhale, extend. Exhale together. Inhale, extend. And 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Bring that left arm back up towards the sky. Open that chest. Nice deep breaths. And with an exhale, come back down to your mat, and we'll do the other side. Left hand's in front of face and left knee's in line. Right leg back, right arm up to sky. Bring that right arm all the way up overhead. We're going to lift that right leg. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. 2 more. And stay there. Bring that right arm back up to the sky. And exhale, come down. We're back in hands and knees here. And with an inhale, we're going to extend that right leg straight back. Keep your toes pointed towards the ground. Extend that left arm, thumb the ceiling. And we're going to do 5 knee to elbow here. Exhale. After you do your 5, stay in that position with the left arm and right leg up. And then when you're ready with an exhale, put that left hand and right leg down. Send that left leg back and right arm out. And make sure that right thumb is up towards ceiling. 5 knee to elbow. And when you get done your 5, stay in that elevated position. Put that hand down on the mat and knee down on the mat. And just take a quick child's pose. Nice deep breaths if you need a drink. With an inhale, push back up to hands and knees. And we're going to go back to down dog from here. So we want to roll our toes, but before we do down dog, we're just going to hover our knees. So with an inhale, roll the toes, lift the knees about 6 inches. Nice deep breaths. With your next inhale, push all the way back to down dog. You can pedal your feet here because this is your first down dog of the day. Maybe inhale, come up real high on the tiptoes. Exhale, sink the heels down to mat. With an inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, walk or step to a forward fold. Just stay here for a few breaths. Let the weight of your torso hang. Micro bend to knees and big inhale up. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale your arms up. And exhale, release your arms. And we're going to go through one sun salutation here. If you're practicing this at home on your own and you want to add 3 or 4 sun salutations, you can always do that. Up nice and tall. Inhale, both arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, and step back to down dog. With an inhale, come forward to plank. Nice strong arms. Make sure the hips are down. We're not trying to keep the hips up. We want to engage our core here. With the exhale, lower all the way down under control. Tops of the feet on the mat. Inhale up the head and chest for cobra. Exhale, lower down. Roll the toes. Inhale back to down dog. Look between the hands with the inhale. With the exhale, walk or step to a forward fold. Micro bend to knees and big inhale up. Exhale, heart center. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, release the arms. So we're going to come back to our hands and knees and we'll get there through down dog. Here we go. Big inhale up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, and step back to down dog. With an inhale, come forward to plank. Nice deep breath here. So we're going to end up in our hands and knees position. But we're going to get there through forearm plank. And we're going to go between forearm plank and full plank also. So, let me come back. Can't see me there. Okay. So when you're ready, we're going to bring the forearms down and palms down. Forearm plank for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to come back to full plank. So push up, 10 seconds here, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And with the exhale, come back to your hands and knees and just take a quick child's pose. Nice deep breaths. If you need a drink, please feel free to get that. And remember, as I'm counting, if you feel like you need a break, just come out of the pose, take a little child's pose or whatever resting pose you prefer. So we're going to inhale, come back to our hands and knees, and then we're going to flip over onto our back. So we're going to do a little more core work. We're going to start at the lower abs and work our way up. So it's really important here, and you're going to want to look at this one because it's hard to see if you're laying down. So we are going to start with our knees up at chest, but what's really important here is my shins are parallel to the ground. They're not down and they're not up. They're parallel. So we're going to touch our heels to the mat. But what's really important is my knee and ankle do not move. All this movement comes straight from the hip. So we exhale, lower that left heel down, inhale up. Exhale, lower the right, inhale up. And just continue doing these. Switching sides each time, always inhaling down and, exhaling down and inhaling up. And you should start to feel that in the lower abdomen or the hip or both. And if you're not feeling it, check in that you're not bending your knee. Next time the knees come to chest, you can stay there, grab both knees and give a real tight squeeze, rock side to side. You can come to stillness. So we're going to hold on to our left knee, and with an inhale, extend that right leg so it's hovering above the ground. Inhale, bring that knee to chest, hold on to the right knee. Extend that left leg so it's hovering above the ground. Inhale, knee to chest. We're going to just extend both legs and let them come to rest on the mat. So with your next inhale, lift that right leg about 12 inches off the mat. And just hold it there, no movement yet. Nice deep breath. And now we're going to make big circles with that right leg. As big as you can make them, engaging your hips. Change directions. You can come to stillness. Exhale, lower that right leg down and inhale the left leg up. It's about 12 inches off the mat. I'm sorry you can't see it on the camera. I'm kind of limited in space here. And now we're going to make big circles with that leg. Keep breathing through the whole process. Changing directions. You can come to stillness and exhale, lower that left leg down, and just take a little break here before we work on both legs at the same time. Nice deep breaths. It's really important you make sure you breathe through this whole process. You don't want to hold your breath. If you need to lower the legs, lower them. So here we go, hands are down by our sides. We're going to do both legs this time. Inhale both legs up. Just hold them there, no movement yet. And you want your legs touching here. So now we're going to make circles with both legs going in the same direction. Keep breathing. Change directions. You can come to stillness. Inhale, pull the knees to chest. Gently rock side to side. You can come to stillness. When we're ready with our next exhale, we're going to send those legs back out to that elevated position and hold them there. Nice deep breath. With an exhale, lower both legs down to the mat. And then with your next inhale, come to a seated position with the legs extended flat or straight, and they're touching the whole way down. Nice straight spine. Bring your arms out in front of you, and when you're ready with an exhale, lean back. Keep the spine nice and straight here. Legs are still on the mat. Engaging those upper abs. Nice deep breaths. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale all the way down to the mat. and just take a few deep breaths here. So now we're going to try boat pose. And what that is we're going to bring our torso to the position it was just in and our legs into that elevated position. The goal here is to have your head and your feet at the same elevation. Technically, right now, you're in that position. If you want to stay here, you can. But if you want to move on, two ways to get to this. One, the way I like is right from this position, inhale everything up. The other way is to start with your legs bent and the spine up and extend it this way. Whatever works for you. I'm going to start down. So we're going to hold this for 10 seconds when we get there. So here we go. Inhale. Everything up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, come down to the mat and take a little break here. We're going to do one more. But take a few breaths where you are. Nice deep breaths. Here we go with an inhale. Everything up for boat pose. Heads up, hands are out in front of you, and legs are at the same elevation as the head. 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale down. Take a few breaths here. We're going to do one seat, one twist from this position. So inhale, pull both knees to chest. Gently rock side to side. Release any tension in the abdomen or back. When you're ready, we're going to tee our arms out to the side. And with an exhale, roll onto your right hip, looking over that left shoulder. Nice deep breath. With an inhale, bring both knees back up to center, and exhale, let both legs fall off to the left, looking over that right shoulder. Nice deep breaths. Inhale, come back to center. Give those knees one last squeeze, pulling them into chest. And we're going to come up to a seated position. So you can get there just by rolling onto your side and pushing up. Or if you'd like to do a little bit of core work here, just take a few rocks. And this comes from your core pulling back and forth. And then when you're ready, come all the way up to a seated position. Either cross-legged, straight-legged, or hero's pose. And we're going to end class here. Nice, comfortable seated position. Crown of the head up towards the sky and shoulders back. Place your hands on your knees, but have the palms up. And if this is uncomfortable for you, you can do it with the palms down or just turn them sideways. Nice deep breaths. Pull the shoulders back. Spine is straight. With your next exhale, make a real tight fist. Squeeze it as tight as you can. And then with the inhale, open. And one more time. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, open. Become aware of your face. Relaxing any tension in your brow. Lighten your cheeks or your eyelids. Lighten your jaw. Take some nice deep breaths here. Start to relax your shoulders and any tension you might be feeling in your arms. Let let your next inhale travel deep into your abdomen. And with the exhale, let go of any heat or discomfort. Relax your spine, but keep it straight. Let go of any tension in your hips or thighs. And just take a few deep breaths here. When you're ready, you can bring your hands to heart center, thumbs on sternum, and a light bow to your head. Yoga is about spending time with yourself. It's about focusing on you. And that's not selfish when you focus on you, as long as it's not at the detriment of others. You deserve that time. Yoga is sometimes about what we don't want. It's about what we'd like our life to be, and finding a path to make that happen. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this class. I was a little limited in space today. I'm sorry about that. But hopefully when we resume our in-person classes again in hopefully mid-March is what we're shooting for, we'll be able to add some of these power yoga classes to give people a different feel on yoga. But I do think what's really important is when you're going to do power yoga or core yoga or some of the other types of yoga people do, to keep it still based in yogic principles, taking the time to breathe properly, taking the time to make sure you take rests. So much of yoga is about connecting with yourself. And yes, I'm guiding the class, but if something doesn't work for you, it's so important to remember, sit that one out. It's not a Zumba class or some of the more Western aerobics type classes. It's really about doing what's right for you. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any other things you'd like to see in classes, or if you would like to see more classes like this, please make sure you let us know. Thank you and namaste.